to get settled into my chair. Oh, I'm joking. I'm joking. Oh my god. Okay. I'm fine. Okay, I'm not choking anymore. Hi. Hi. Hi, Conlia. Hi. Okay, so we have good news is that I have my power back on today, and there are no scheduled blackouts, although the notification for the blackout did come at 6 p.m. And it's just as hot today, so we'll have to see. But can Leah break the 30-minute barrier? I was so... Wait, hold on. I'm still choking. I need a drink. Yeah, okay, hold on. Let me sip. Stop eating that. Thank you. Okay. Huh. Stop eating that! I'm trying to stream! Leave Sabuki alone! My god, you're so freaking annoying! Okay, so yesterday, basically, I had a little bit of emergency to take care of during the stream. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna reschedule it. And then we're just gonna play it like later. And then, like, I said I was gonna stream it at 8 p.m. yesterday. And so at 6 p.m. I got a notification from like the power company. And they were like, oh, we're gonna start like scheduled blackouts due to like the extreme weather and stuff. And I was like, are you serious? And then I was like, okay, well maybe I won't be affected by it. And then it was like, hey Leah, guess what? No power. And I was like, this is great. This is great. It was. I'm so dehydrated. It was 115 degrees when they shut off the power, and then by the time it came back on at like 10 p.m. it was 102. So yeah, it's been extremely hot over here, but I'm gonna do my best, and you know, nothing like that is planned for today, so it'll be okay. Yeah, I was really upset about like the circumstances of everything yesterday, but some of you guys sent me really kind messages to Marshmallow and everything, and you know, it kind of motivated me to get my shit together and just do a good stream today. So thank you, power company. What's that? Playing Danganronpa? I don't think so. I just wanted to play Danganronpa, man. I just wanted to play Danganronpa. I'm gonna still do it, obviously. I'm gonna fucking persevere. They can't hold me back. Hope things don't get crazy like yesterday. I hope things don't get crazy like yesterday too. I think if my power goes out again today, I might just actually end it all. Honestly, it was so bad, and I know like some of the other Face Connect members are having power issues too, so it wasn't just me, which made me feel a little better, but I still felt like really shitty about it because like the circumstances and everything. It's so annoying. It's so annoying, man. The next time Leah plays, bro, like the past couple of weeks have been absolutely insane. I don't know if I mentioned this, but like the other day, it was Saturday. I was late to the Face Connect meeting because like we have meetings in the morning every week, and I'm so dehydrated. I'm sorry. I haven't had water like all day. When we went to go have our meeting, a couple of minutes before the meeting started, there was like this incredibly loud crash, like boom sound, and it was so loud and so scary. I thought it was a plane crash, and I was like late to the meeting and stuff. And so that happened, and now like the weather, and then the power, and then we've been having, because like the weather is crazy, and because of like it's really overcast at the same time, we've been having like lightning storms, which is really weird, and I'm terrified of thunder and lightning. So every time my room like lights up because of the lightning, it really freaks me out. And then apparently we're supposed to like have stormy weather over the next couple of days, and I'm like, man, can you calm the fuck down? Just pick, please. It's really nuts. I've never seen weather like this before. Ever. World War III started. You're gonna have to return the electric car so we can sell it for I don't know what a state pension is. I don't even have an electric car. I don't have a car. I don't even have my driver's license. I'm not even a real girl. I literally live inside of the computer. I don't even have a driver's license. Have you guys seen me drive before? After that driving stream from the other day, do you guys really trust me with driving? What did you do to receive this type of karma from God? And then like to top it all off, this weekend was like I think I'm allowed to mention this now that it's past, but this past weekend was a event for Niji Sanji. And I went. I didn't partake in any of the Niji Sanji stuff, but I did go to the event, and that event was really fucking crazy. It was cool. I saw all like the Niji Sanji Luxium stuff that they had, but I wasn't particularly interested in participating myself. So I just kind of observed everyone else. I did have one of the drinks from the cafe though. I couldn't make a decision because I really wanted the blue raspberry one, but they were all sold out of it. So I got the strawberry one instead, who I think was Vox. It was $10 for like Sprite and strawberry syrup mixed inside of it. And I feel like it was like the most mid drink. Like it had been like sitting out all day on the counter too. And so it was like really watered down. And I mean like it was okay, but then like but then they gave me the cup sleeve for it, and then I was like, oh, that's nice. And then I lost the cup sleeve, so I don't even have my cup sleeve that I essentially spent $10 on. It was kind of a mess. I was so sad. And then I went outside as if... Okay, so the only reason I went to this event was because I'd been talking about how I wanted to meet Keith Silverstein for like months, right? I've met Griffin Burns before, and I've met Koi Dao and like Max Middleman and stuff, and I was just like, I wanna get signatures of like all the Genshin characters that I really like and stuff. So I went to this event specifically to meet Keith Silverstein, which I should start by saying Keith Silverstein is the most incredible individual I've ever met in my entire life. He is so fucking nice, like incredibly nice. I can't even describe how pleasant of an experience it was. It was a little bit expensive to get his autograph, but for how nice he was, I would absolutely pay that price again to do it. I was so happy. I was like walking around the rest of the day like, Keith Silverstein. And then like, I really wanted to meet one of the other Genshin voice actors, but their table wasn't there, even though I looked for it the whole time. But I saw the voice actor, but I didn't see their table, so I just didn't like approach them because I felt like that would be a little rude. But I was like, "Where's your table, King? Like, I wanna be able to get an autograph from you." But yeah, I didn't. So it was what has that? Keith Silverstein is Zhongli from Genshin Impact. He's also Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter and Hawkmoth from Ladybug and a bunch of other things. But obviously Zhongli is probably what he is like most popularly known for right now. It was really funny because we were the people I was with and stuff, we were all really nervous to meet him, and he just made it such a pleasant experience. Like towards the end of like our like autograph session with him, he was wearing sunglasses, and then he took his sunglasses off and like looked us in the eye and like said one of Zhongli's lines, and it was just like how personable he was and how kind he was really made it great. So I was really excited. I don't mean to like fangirl over it, but I really wanted to meet him, and it was like a really good experience. So I was really happy. We're like I bet I met Griffin Burns before, and when I met Griffin Burns, I dropped something really important right in front of him, and it shattered and broke into like a couple different pieces. And so, when I was meeting Griffin, I was like frantically picking up these pieces from the floor, like, and I was next in line, so I was like scooting forward in line, frantically picking up these pieces of like this thing, while Griffin just stared blankly at me with this like child cutout next to it. It was like the most cursed experience I've ever had meeting a voice actor with Griffin. And then there were a couple other ones, but I haven't ever like actually met voice actors and stuff prior to getting into Genshin Impact, so it's just like still really new territory to me, and I don't really know how to interact with them, so I'm just kind of like shyly putting the print on the table like, "Hi, I like you. Can you sign this, please?" And then they're like, "Yeah," and they'll try to have a conversation with me, and I'm like, "Please don't talk to me. I'm gonna go now, bye." And then like they think it's a weird experience, so I'm walking away like, yeah. That was my experience. I'm sure he was understanding, if not amused. He laughed at me. He laughed at me. Griffin Birds laughed at me. It was really mortifying. But yeah, I don't think that I'll be able to travel for stuff like this for a while. Now that like I could go to this one because school has been like okay, but it was really far, and I don't think that I'm gonna be able to like go out of the way for stuff like this. So I had to make it count, you know. I had to really make it count. So it was really fun, but I don't know why. I don't know what the point of saying that was. I don't know what the point of saying all of that was. Anyways, I got Dator merchandise. Wait, hold the fuck. I got Dator merchandise. Okay, so like at this event, they had like an artist alley, and obviously I was like, okay, I'm gonna go look at the artist alley because like the possibility of seeing Dator is there. And okay, first of all, I want to preface this by saying that like there was a shirt I really wanted in there, and they were sold out, and I was really sad. So that was like, really? Okay, so then anyways, I like walked through this whole artist alley, and I was like looking for, you know, some Dator merchandise because I do like Dator so much. And I found one person selling Dator merchandise. It was a singular sticker of Dator. Just one sticker of Dator, but they had a deal, and they were like, if you buy two, it's $1.50. And I was like, I like deals. So I got Pantalone and Dator, and I was really happy. But actually, I just realized that I haven't taken them out of my bag at all yet. So they've just been sitting in there. I'm hoping next summer when I go to like events and stuff like this, like there'll be more like Genshin merch, like the tour stuff. I was really hoping to find a print because like I have one of Arlecchino already. And there was this other print of Columbina that I really wanted, but I'm kind of like, do I need to get like a bunch of Fatui merchandise? That just makes me seem like a weirdo. Who the fuck is Pantalone? Okay, so Pantalone is also known as the Regrader in the Fatui Harbingers. He is the chairperson, the chairman of the Northland Bank in Liyue. Remember? In 1.1, our conquest of 1.1, when Child is talking about his contact at the Northland Bank. Yes, he's talking about Pantalone. And you know how Yelon wears that white coat? It's because she jacked it from Pantalone. You know how like in the Winter's Night Laszlo video, like everyone, all the Harbingers are wearing those like white coats and stuff. Except for Pantalone, he's wearing a different one. It's because Yelon jacked it from him and then cropped it. She stole his gift from the Tsaritsa and then cropped it. So Pantalone does not have his coat from the Tsaritsa anymore because Yelon has it. And that white coat that Yelon wears is actually Pantalone's. Yes. Back in my day, Pantalone was pants in another language. I don't speak Italian. Say that in Ponko's stream. I don't speak Italian. Is the tour stuff going in a jar? No, the tour stuff... I don't know where to put my sticker, actually. I was thinking maybe just setting it on my desk. Like I don't know. Maybe, like, on one of my drawers or something. But... I don't know. What about the Fatui's tax policy? I don't know much about that, but Pantalone would know. So is this a torture work? Okay. So lessons with Leah. Hi. Lessons with Leah. Oh. Which chat? Where are you guys? Hold please. I don't know why chat isn't showing right now. Oh, it's because I just deleted the whole fucking... There we go. Okay. Yay. Okay, so... Hi, okay. Okay, so today's stream is America's worst haunts and rating how pog they are. Okay, so I'm not really rating how pog they are. I'm just gonna talk about like one specific one, but you know, it's approaching spooky season stuff, and something that I really enjoy is haunts and like scare mazes and stuff that they like people like do during Halloween time. But I've actually only gone to a couple of them because I'm too scared. Like some of the bigger ones I definitely do not even fuck with because I'm really scared of them. But I do like talking about them a whole lot, so I'm gonna talk about them today. One specific one that I'm sure you guys probably know about, but spooky season, when I actually finish a horror game, I have a game that I want to start. I don't know if it's a spooky game or not. I don't know much about it, but I do have one that I've been thinking about playing. Kind of. I know it recently just got a remake, and I don't have a PS5, so I'm not going to be able to play the remake, but I think playing the original one should be fun. It's called The Last of Us. I don't do well with zombie games or anything, but I really want to try playing it because I hear it's a really good game. But I don't know like if it's like a good game to stream or anything. So I have to look into it a little bit. So but yeah, I have been considering playing The Last of Us. So if you see it on my schedule anytime soon, then like you'll know what my decision was, obviously. But if you don't see it on my schedule, then it means I'm probably playing it on my own time, which also won't happen because I haven't finished Final Fantasy VII. So anyways, hi, it's decent. Get the remake. I don't have a PS5, dumbass. You know how expensive a PS5 is? Those are like $600. Those are like $600 fucking dollars. You think I have an extra $600 to spend on a fucking gaming console? I don't. Great movie? Oh, fuck that then. I'm not streaming a cinematic game. Fuck that. More expensive than your mom. At least my mom, at least my mom tells me that she loves me. When was the last time you talked to your mom? Oh wait, never, because I'm too busy talking to her. Fuck you. It's great, but like you aren't good enough for it. Daniel, do you want me to time you out? Shut the fuck up. I'm Leah. No, you're not. I'm gonna time you out. I can sell one for $5 US. Do it. Do it. Oh wait, to me? No thank you. I'm Sakana. Yeah, okay, so first of all, the very first thing you have to talk about when it gets to haunts is... Oh, wait. I have to preface this, and like I put a content warning in the loading screen of the stream too, right? I was like, hey, graphic content ahead, beware. So if you guys don't like graphic content, anyways, I can't really show pictures. So this Lessons with Leah does not have any pictures in it. Not because I didn't want to, but because I could not find pictures that were not graphic to put in here. So we're gonna watch videos together, but we're not gonna put pictures up. So I hope that's okay. I like graphic. Well, they're not too hot for Susan, right? Susan's fine with them. They're all over the YouTubes. But I have been getting bonked a lot lately, so I don't really want to get bonked again today. Hi. Okay. Yeah, the haunt in particular that I'm gonna talk about today is called McKamey Manor. It's kind of like a snuff film, almost. Yeah, McKamey Manor is very infamous for being really fucked up. Hi, Quan. Welcome home, you cheater. Anyways, everybody and their mom kind of knows about McKamey Manor, whether you like it or not. Like, whether you agree with it or not. Right off the bat. Everybody knows McKamey Manor. Like, everybody. Yeah, I remember back when it was still running, I was like looking really hard, and I was like, oh my god, no fucking way this is happening. And then it stopped, and then I was like, whoa. Leah, what the fuck is on? Okay, bro, I'm so glad you asked. Okay, so for you weirdos that don't go fucking touch grass, right? During the Halloween season every year, people put on like these they could be like high production, they could be like low production, like scare houses, right? And basically it's like a maze that you walk through, and they have like actors and props and special effects and light and stuff, and like it's like kind of like a just like an attraction, you know? It's just like meant for fun and stuff, but you know, like some people go like really extreme, and they like you know, turn like their whole house into it or something. I actually when I was a little baby kid in academy, I had a neighbor that did like a haunted maze. They spent all year building it, and then like they ran it for 2 months, and then they would demolish it and then like recycle all stuff and spend all year like doing it. And then when I was a little baby, I got to be like one of the actors in there, and it was really fun. It was really fun, really cool. So, you know, kind of like something that maybe I'm a little autistic about, because I like them a lot, but I'm too scared to actually go to them myself these times. Like since I think the last time I went to one was like when I started higher academy, so it's been a little bit, but you know, like I haven't gone outside in a long time either, so it's really not that big of a deal. Yeah. But yeah, it's basically just like something that people do for fun during Halloween, and certain places will not I know the more like famous ones like Universal Studios, and like there's one in Six Flags, I think, and then Knott's Berry Farm. I'm trying to think of like the most popular. There's this convention that they have for it during the summer. I've never gone to the convention, but I've always really wanted to go, and I was like, I'm gonna go this year, and I forgot about it. But it's called Midsummer Night's Scream, and basically like at the convention, a bunch of like the directors and like set design people and like costume people, like SFX people will like get together at this like convention. I have no idea where it is, and they'll like show off what's coming up, like what mazes and stuff they're gonna be doing for like amusement parks, or like new like animatronics and stuff for Halloween. And you guys know I used to work at a Halloween store, so like this is something that I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And yeah, I don't know, it's really cool. Midsummer Night's Scream, I want to go one year really bad. But yeah. Basically, like the more high production places, or like maybe even like the ones that like your neighbors do, like they can't really touch you, right? They can get really close to you, but they can't touch you. But other places which are labeled as more extreme haunts, the actors and stuff are allowed to touch you. And other like more like take it a step further, more extreme haunts. If you like, they'll have like a safety waiver, right? And basically, if you sign that waiver, it consents. Like you give consent to like being like waterboarded, locked in boxes, locked in freezers, having your hair buzzed off, being sat in an electric chair, stuff like that. Most places that I know of, like that are the more extreme ones, like that's just like the baseline for it. Being locked in like a freezer, like having your hair buzzed off. Forced to eat things is also a baseline. I think the waterboarding one isn't as common, but I know the hair buzzing is actually extremely common. Yeah. It's like a thing that people go and do. Yeah. Basically WWE wrestling. It is kind of like a very extreme masochistic thing, right? So that's why you have to know what you're signing up for. But so I listed a couple of different ones in case you guys are like, well, yeah, I kind of want to go check out a haunt. Okay, so 17th door in Los Angeles is a more extreme haunt. I know they have the electric chair and the hair buzzing at this one. I don't really know much about it other than that, but yeah, they have the hair buzzing and the electric chair. A lot of these ones probably aren't running anymore. Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios in Orlando and Los Angeles is the infamous, everybody knows Halloween Horror Nights. They got things like The Purge and like American Horror Story, Stranger Things type mazes. I always really like watching YouTube videos of like the mazes and stuff that they have at Halloween Horror Nights and seeing like the set production and all that. Like that's kind of what I'm most excited about when it comes to this stuff. I dream of going to Halloween Horror Nights. I've wanted to go my whole life, but I'm way too scared. So maybe one day, I don't know. I really want to go one year though. But I know if I go, I'm gonna just lock myself in the bathroom for the whole night and cry. The Akron Schoolhouse and Laboratory in Ohio for all of you corn fuckers out there. Ohio's got one. It's pretty famous, actually. We're getting a few haunts. Yeah, I went to one at like a amusement park one time, and it was like a long time ago. I was in middle academy when I went, and I remember like I wanted to be scared, but I was really bummed that like it wasn't that scary. But like also it was just like a really shitty amusement park, and like the actors like didn't really care. And we were like trying, like my friends and I that we were with, like I tried to take pictures as one of like the scary clown actors, and then he was like, "I'm actually on my break, so no pictures, please." And I was like, Huh? Like, no, not the fact that, like, he wasn't taking pictures on his break. I was just, like, the disconnect between, like, him being dressed as, like, this evil murder clown covered in blood and then, like, just talking like a regular guy. I was like, okay! It fucked me up really bad. Hey! It's not the only terrifying thing in Akron, Ohio. I think the people from Ohio are fucking terrifying. If I ever meet someone from Ohio, I'd punch them in the face and make them vomit all over the airport carpet. Dark Hour in Texas is another popular one. And it breaks the kayfabe heart. It really did. I was like, my immersion is ruined. And then I wasn't even like scared at all the rest of the night. I was like I was too scared to like actually go through the mazes that whole time. But then like after I had that experience, I was like, oh, I can walk through the mazes now. I don't give a fuck. And then stay out of the what's the Buckeye state? What is a Buckeye? Buckeye? Is that a slur? Wait. Did I just say something bad on my stream? Did I just get baited again? We'll ignore it. We'll move on. Oh, yeah. I put right here that if you want to find out more about haunts local to you, haunted Haunted Attraction Association is a great website to visit. Yeah, so hauntedattractionassociation.com, HAA. If you like, since it's Halloween season, you're probably like, Leah, I wanna go to something spooky like this. Then I would recommend you go to this website and see if there's any close to you. They have everything from really big popular ones in like all sorts of different states to more like mom and pop type ones. So yeah, if you would go to any haunt this Halloween season, please tell me all about it. Marshmallow, Discord, YouTube comments. I don't care how. Twitter ping. Just tell me. I wanna hear all about your experience, so that way I can live vicariously through you. Yeah. Okay. But I'm gonna show. I'm gonna show a video for those of you that are like, Leah, what is a haunt? Huh? Wait, I have to close this. Okay. So the video I have is showing 17th door in California. This is from 2017, so it's a little bit older. It's a little bit older, but still good. So this is kind of like what the experience of a haunt is. Yeah. I've never even seen shit from this one. And I think you have to sign a waiver to go to this one. Yeah, I think you'll have to sign a waiver. I know it's really popular though for some reason. Yeah, your house is haunted. Where are the first 16 doors? I don't know. Maybe they're in your house. The Whaley house! The Whaley house! 16 doors! Wait. Winchester house. I got them confused. I have dyslexia. See? Okay, this one says, like, you may get wet. Please do not bring in your cell phones. They could get wet. We're not responsible for ruined clothes because, you could do all that. Your hair may be cut. If you sit in the chair, your hair will be cut. So it's not like they're not like disclosing what they're gonna do to you, right? You may be exposed to or come in contact with bugs touching the ground. Oh, that's the scariest one of all. Large amounts of water bros. No. Electrical shock. That's hot. Claustrophobia. I'll kill myself. Fog, lasers, dizziness, loud noises, bad sense, a brapping room, strobe lights, and extreme temperatures. So yeah, they give you like a content warning, and you just have to fucking read, you know? Not the ground. Yeah. Large amounts of water. Yeah. So, I don't know what that is. Bondage. And then, yeah, so I hope that this is your first haunt experience. Leah watches videos on YouTube of this type of stuff every year because she can't leave her house and go experience it herself. I would not want to get my hair cut though. I would not go to one that is this extreme because, it's not for me, you know? But for some people, they like getting their hair buzzed by a man who has barbed wire around his cranium and is twitching. And yeah, if that's your fetish, live your life. If that's what you find hot, I'm not gonna judge you.
I love the sound.
Yeah.
Good hand, okay?
Alright, chat, imagine that this is you. And getting your hair buzzed by a man with barbed wire around his skeleton. You used to shave people's hair? I wonder if like they've ever shaved like letters into people's hair. I would shave the letter L. There is a shit toilet, which is really scary. Unsanitary if you're scared of that. The guy is kind of quirky. That girl is kind of quirky. Don't touch your chat. I'm here. I'm watching. I'll know. This is like Outlast. It's like Outlast in real life. Nice. Horror and a free trim. Nice, face! Did you do fades? I don't know. I can give you a fade. I can give you a fade. I'm a really good barber. No, shirtless people! It's my worst fear is people that are shirtless. This is terrifying. No, wait, he's shirtless and a gym rat? This is literally my worst fear. Those are the type of people that scare me the most. Wait, this music fucks. Oh, he's so tall. Got him. I was gonna say I don't know if they could touch you here, but then he was just shaving a guy's head, so they can touch you here. I don't think they touched the guy filming this though, because this guy is like a reporter. I don't think they touched the reporters, but I think they touch other people. Yeah, and then child runs on Disney float in scary video. Anyway, so that's kind of like haunts and stuff. However, the one in particular that we're talking about today is, you said that was scary. A place haunted park I worked at had a section where actors were naked. I don't know why they do these. Why not just have a haunted house where they straight up kill you? Well, I have your answer, Wyatt. If you fucking waited, you impatient asshole. McKamey Manor. Okay, so, now that you guys know everything, would you be allowed to get fluids on some of the... Oh! Steven! Somebody time him out! Holy shit! Steven got too bold in chat today. Somebody fucking time out Steven. What the fuck is wrong with you? Holy shit! Do not tribute the prisoners, you fuckhead! Oh my god. Okay. Anyways, McKamey Manor. It was considered the most famous extreme haunted attraction. Okay, so I believe the McKamey Manor was in the original one was in San Diego, California, and it was run by a man named Russ McKamey. And he's literally a fucking scumbag. I hate this dude so much. But the big shocker, or like I guess difference, is that this wasn't just like a one-time, like one season type of thing. This dude ran it all year long to be like the scariest year-long Halloween hype haunted attraction, you know? And I said the people that consented to this were also kind of strange, but I mean, to each their own, right? I mean, some people, you know, they really wanted to do this. Actually, 24,000 people specifically wanted to do this. Over 24,000 people wanted to go to McKamey Manor, even after the news started covering it, even after YouTube videos and stuff started coming out about it. More than 24,000 people were like, "Yo, poggers, I want to go do that." So, how do you get in? Okay. So you did not have to pay like an entry fee or like a ticket fee. Instead, Russ was like, "Hey, yo, just give me some dog food and we'll call it even." Shake hands, and then people were like, "Oh fuck yeah, here's a bag of kibble for fucking Fido," and he'd be like, "All right, I also feed Fido human limbs," and then they'd be like, "What?" He'd be like, "Ah, I'm so quirky. Get in the box," and they'd be like, "Okay." So you have to consent to everything that is in a 40+ page waiver. The entire waiver can be found on Reddit. I'm not going to read that shit. But basically, the waiver gave consent for actors to pull out teeth, to inject the D word, drugs, into people. They could pee, shit, vomit, cum on visitors. They could waterboard you. I put pulled teeth on there twice. They could give you a little haircut. You could be locked in freezer boxes. You could be locked in other boxes. You could have your clothes ripped off. You could have tattoos given to you against, like maybe like they would literally tattoo like a penis on you. Your fingernails would get ripped off Higurashi style. You could have minor bones broken in your body. People were forced to eat their own pee-pee and poo-poo. Guess we're bound and gagged, and that's just some of the stuff that was in there. More like bukkake. Yeah, they make you eat bugs, and I just put some of the stuff, but basically everything in between and anything that you can think of that just did not include cutting off major body parts or killing you was allowed. They could choke you. They could do like literally anything to you. And Russ, the owner of the manor, actually live streamed every single visitor that came through. Yes, their entire experience, he live streamed every second of it. Yeah. Rules to be accepted was you had to be 18 to 20 years old with parental consent, or 21 and up on your own. You had to go through a... Would you let the tour do all of this too? That's irrelevant to the conversation that we're having right now, Zach. I would appreciate if you raised your hand to ask stupid questions. But yes, thank you so much for asking. You had to go through a very important medical exam. It basically said that you were mentally and physically fit to be able to go through this, and you had to be able to provide the paperwork that said, your doctor said, yeah, you are mentally and physically stable. I would not be allowed to go through this. And then if you got accepted, right, you have to go through all of this. And still, there's more than 24,000 people. So Russ had to be really careful with the people that he picked. And if you got picked, you agreed to be picked up at a remote location. So Russ would be like, okay, Leah, we decided that we're gonna let you go through the tour. And so you're gonna have to stay to the parking lot of this Walmart all the way in fucking BFE, middle of nowhere. And then I would be standing there and I'd be like, la, 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 I'm Leah. And then they would come up behind you, put a bag over your head, and stuff you into a van. Which Russ said was the best way to do it, so that way nobody could figure out where his house was, which they did anyway, so I don't know why. And that it added to the experience of the haunt. Yeah. So the abduction is just part of the kayfabe. Yeah. The abduction is just part of the kayfabe. So now you get in, right? The tour lasts for 8 hours in total, but no one has actually been able to complete it. I know that you guys mentioned that Marine guy. Yeah, so basically, if anyone was able to finish the tour, Russ would award them $20,000 as a grand prize if you were able to stay all 8 hours. But Russ took away money anytime that you cussed or, you weren't able to complete a challenge. So if you were like, no, I don't want to eat all of my poo-poo, then Russ would be like, well, $500 is being taken off for you. Kind of like Mr. Beast, but if Mr. Beast tortured people. And then if Russ himself deemed people unable to continue, he would cut their tour off. So if you were no, the Marine guy was he was going to win the $20,000, right? But then Russ, at the very end was I think that it's enough. It's enough. I don't think you can continue. And the Marine guy was no, literally, I'm a Marine. I can do it. And he was like, no, get out of my house. And so that was the end of it. They made him do all of the challenges, all 8 hours, baby. All 8 hours. It's a very fair challenge. $20,000 for being forced to eat your own shit for 8 hours. Human centipede recycling style. Kind of based. I'm just kidding. There were so many arbitrary rules. Yeah, they were Russ would literally just make up rules. So he didn't want, literally what it is he didn't want people to win the $20,000, but he used the $20,000 prize to entice people to keep coming. And so he could lure them into doing the tour for an extended period of time past even what they were comfortable with. So that way Russ could just get his fill and get off to it. And then when he noticed that they were getting too close to the $20,000, he would cut them off because he didn't want to give it out to people. Yeah. Yeah. That's not a lot of money. I mean, it's really not for like what everybody went through. It's really not like a good amount of money. Yeah. It was a scam, and that's why I hate this guy. Is because he didn't make good on like his promise. It kind of sucks. But they also after there was a couple of instances where Russ would force people to continue challenges even though like they were completely like mentally mind broken, like they could not continue. Russ would force them to continue, and these people ended up having like really long lasting like psychological like issues and stuff, like PTSD because of it. So after it kind of went viral and stuff, Russ was forced to add a safe word to end the tour. But because it added to the experience, if I ignore the safe word and continue to torture you, Russ ignored the safe word and continued to torture people. And then he would end it when he felt it was time for you to end it. Even though, like, you could literally be, like, completely fucked. Like, you could have, like, brain soup. Your soup in your brain. You have oop for a brain now. Like, there is no hope for you anymore. Like, you are going to die right there. Russ would be like, now let's keep going. Yeah. He just wanted to RPG. This is literally just Saw. This is literally just like a Saw light, right? He watched too much Saw and then was like, I can do that but better. And so he tried to. Yeah. What an asshole. He really is. He really is. If he actually gave out the money, he'd be a legend. If he actually gave out, so there's another wait, I have it in here. The victim experience in Las Vegas is something that is kind of similar to McKamey Manor. In the sense that it's an extreme haunted house and like like they do a lot of extreme stuff to you. But the difference between the victim experience and McKamey Manor and why the victim experience had a better reputation is because the staff and the actors actually like really encouraged people to see it all the way through and made good on the promises they had for completing their challenge, whereas Russ would just do this literally to get off and keep making money from his live streams of torturing people, which I can't show pictures or like a lot of the videos of it because like I think they border on being snuff films, quite honestly. It's horrifying. I remember I used to like watch some of the videos and stuff back when this was like really popular. It was kind of like a topic of discussion back in the Tumblr days. It was a call-out post for it every single year. And some of those videos are just downright horrifying. Like I could not believe it. And yeah, the waiver isn't actually legally defendable, but he just kind of got away with it. And I think the county of San Diego was like, you need to leave. Like, you can't do this anymore. It's really fucked up. And then Russ was like, okay, actually, fuck you then. I'm gonna go to sweet home fucking Alabama, and I'm gonna keep doing it. Yeah, I think the last time he did it was 2019, so I know that after 2019, things got kind of risky, because of like certain happenings in the world and stuff. But yeah, he's out there in Alabama, and as of 2019, he was still fucking doing it. So, the other one sounds better. Yeah, the other one sounds better. Of course, it's Alabama. I think there's another place that he does it, but it mainly operates out of Alabama as of 2019. I knew he went somewhere in the South to do this to like avoid the laws and stuff. It was fucked up, man. A positive of the pandemic was nobody went to McKamey Manor. I don't think that's a positive, bro. Isn't this exactly what you meant when you talked about separating your dangerous fantasies from reality that one day? I think that... Okay, how am I... Sorry, I didn't realize I didn't have BGM. How am I going to explain this? So, there are people out there that are very into torture, right? Be it like physical stuff, mental stuff. They find it, nice to be like mind broken. This kind of borders on like... Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I'm just gonna come out flat out say it. Like people that have like SA fantasies and stuff like that, keep it in your head. Keep that absolutely in your head. Do not ever let that out of your head, because as a fantasy, as something that you can enjoy in your own head, or maybe, you know, like read fan fiction on the internet. You know, there's like Yab type of fan art and stuff like that. You know, it's fine, but do not ever like let that out of your head. I guess for this guy, like, you know, obviously this was a fantasy for him and something that he got off to, but I feel like should never have actually been executed. Like, dude should have just watched like fucking like, I don't know, Euphoria and gotten off to it that way instead of going out and like actually doing this to people. You know, like there are ways. I don't know, maybe someone's gonna clip that and take it really out of context. What the point of what I'm trying to say is that if you have fantasies like this, that's okay as long as you do not act on them. Okay? Separate fiction from reality and realize that stuff like this is really bad. Yeah, just watch Saw. Like people, okay, that's a great example. Like people that really like the Saw movie franchise, right? Like my fucking neighbor is like a die-hard like slasher film fan. I don't even know her, but I see her with her like Jason Voorhees fucking Ida car. Like she is like a slasher film fan, right? And that's okay to enjoy things like that. But as long as like, you know, she's not going out to like her significant other and being like, hey babe, so like I have this fantasy of like being gutted and like choked out with my intestine. Do you think like, what the fuck, bitch? Shut up! No way! No way! Reality is very different from fiction. You need to know where the line is drawn and do not cross that line. I'm not saying that you should be attacked for liking the things that you like, but you need to know where the line is drawn and you need to know how to not cross the line. Yeah. Yes. Fantasy is fine, but some people shouldn't be allowed to take out loans and make them a reality. Some people should not be allowed to put up torture houses where they film them literally torturing people and posting it to the internet and saying like, no, it's not a snuff film, when it's literally like a snuff film. So people like this, people like Russ McKamey probably should go to like jail or the psych ward just for the safety of others. But like, if he just really liked watching Saw and wanted to do like a haunted house, but like respect, like obviously the people that go to this, like they are to a point aware of what they're getting into, right? Like it's not like it was a secret that like people were getting like their fingernails pulled or like stuffed in boxes, tattooed, forced to eat their shit. It's not like it was a surprise, but some people genuinely, and that's why there's so many extreme haunts out there. Some people genuinely enjoy going to things like this, and that's okay. But I think the problem becomes, or like it comes from the fact that these people were pushed past their limits, and that they were brought in with this idea of winning this cash prize, but like was never, like that promise was never made good on. Like it was set up and sabotaged specifically so that you could never like actually reach the end of it. And kind of like, you know, the safe word thing, ignoring that being like a way for him to decide when things would continue or when they wouldn't. That's where the issue comes, you know, from, is not the fact that this was being done at all, not the fact that people were actually going to it. It's the fact that the safety precautions that should have been taken were being completely ignored, and that the prize was purposely put there to mislead people. Yeah, it's literally just a big scam. That's the problem. What did I log into? We're strangling now. We're talking about haunts, McKamey Manor. Yeah. With the waiver being 40 pages, there's no way more than 5% of the people who agree do everything that would be done to them. I mean, okay. I guess the way that I look at this, right, is everybody and their mom, like when this was still being done, knew about the things that would happen in McKamey Manor. Even though everybody's experience is different, like, you know, you would hear This dude got his fingernails pulled. This dude got locked in a freezer. This girl got her hair cut off. And you kind of take that into account, right? Like, okay, now I'm getting ready to go and I'm gonna sign this waiver. And I heard that, you know, these people got, you know, varying degrees of torture. So that's something I would take into account personally. Is like, I think like it's a problem of not researching what you're getting into, right? And yeah, like that's bad to have a 40-page waiver that no one's going to fucking read top to bottom. Like, obviously that's fucking ridiculous. But also at the same time, if you're going to something like this, like an extreme haunt where these things could happen to you, you should probably research this. Yeah, I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it. Like, I would not go to something like this if I had not like done research prior to it, because I don't want to be surprised when they pull out a fucking pair of pliers to yank my fingernails out. I mean, probably at the time I'd be like, oh, okay, like, go for it. But the point is, I don't want to be surprised by it, right? Nobody actually read the contract because you have to sign the contract with him, and no lawyers checking the yeah, you have to sign it with, like, there's no lawyers. Like, you would just like, oh, do you have any questions? And people would be like, no. Yeah, it's I don't know. Kind of shocked this was a thing. This was a pretty hot topic on the internet for a while. Yeah. Pretty sure the waiver doesn't protect you against assault laws. I don't think it did. I don't think, and I think like that's something that like there's a lot of like YouTube videos and stuff out there, like actual lawyers going through and like reading the waiver and stuff and like examining it. I watched a little bit of one of those videos last night when I was putting the stream together. Like, I don't think that, like, it's actually, like, legally protecting them from anything that actually happens, but for some reason, somehow, he just gets away with it, which is why it adds to, like, people viewing him as, like, an absolute dirtbag, which, I mean, he is, so it's whatever, but, you know? People who complain about breaking their bones at an extreme LARP war with real beating. Wait, I'm sorry? Is that something that happens? Imagine people in Harry Potter goes beating the shit out of someone. Oh, that's so funny. I'm sorry to anyone that's ever actually had their bones broken at a extreme LARP war. LARP wars are awesome to watch. I've never heard of it before. I've seen like LARP and stuff on the internet, like YouTube and stuff, and like it looks fun, but I don't even know how you get into it. Like I think like maybe a good starting point is like a Ren fair, right? But it's called HEMA. Huh? What is a HEMA? What is a HEMA? Just watch the dude bash someone in the face with a cardboard. That is just another anime convention, dude. Oh my god. People get into HEMA and extreme LARP wars because of something. Historic European martial arts. Oh, I've heard of that. Medieval martial arts. I mean, you know, I'm literally in no position to judge anyone. I just think the mental image of someone being beat to death with a cardboard Thor hammer is the funniest thing I've ever heard. It's like literally the same energy as like cosplayers that get into fist fights and then one dude just like does the JoJo stand out of nowhere. It's literally the same thing. It's funny then and it's still funny now. A HEMA clip of the dude tasting grass? I thought you just touched grass. IRL Dark Souls, that's kind of poggers. Okay? It's an anime convention where everyone is supposed to fight each other. I mean, I've been to a bunch of anime conventions where people are not supposed to fight each other, but they fight anyway, so I'd imagine it's kind of the same thing, right? So got you like lightning. I fought my autism and lost. You know, everybody has something that they're a little autistic about. Me? I have many things. So please understand, I am not judging and I am not laughing at your autism. I am not. I just something about a dude being beat with a cardboard Thor hammer is really just sticky in my head. Hi. Okay. I think this is where we showed this, right? Hi. Okay, this is actual like documentary style thing on McKamey Manor. So yeah, this is the most informational video that I could find when I was doing my research for stuff for this. So this is prefacing this by saying that showing this for purely educational purposes. Yes, this is educational video for educational purposes. Hi. Just close your...
I just like
That's Russ! That's the bitch!
I'm just
fucking
Russ.
bitch! I'm gonna fuck him up!
Why are you crying? It's all over for you, okay?
Ah!
Here, Brindley. Come here, old man.
Russ is just a good guy. You know, I'm not what you think.
Get him up.
Have I told you numerous times that you don't want to take this tour?
I'm done with the laughing.
Right? Do you understand that?
He has kids, by the way. Yes, kids. I said purely educational. Yeah, this is on YouTube. He has kids. And then these guys also that are
McKamey
kids.
Manor is actually a survival horror boot camp experience.
See, they take people and then they like lock their head in this cage. I think this is like an actual like method of torture that they did in like the medieval times. But like they lock their head in this cage with a bunch of snakes and then the snakes just like crawl around. I don't think the snakes hurt you. I don't know anything, but
As the last
I'm a good guy, he says, and there's a clip of him waterboarding someone. This is another example of one of the things. This girl is laying in a coffin and then she's hugging this other girl. And like the actors and stuff are covered in fake blood. It's fake. It's literally makeup. Maybe not all of it is fake, but you know.
year,
It's
there were
supposed
over
to look distressing. This is them, I don't know.
27,000
Shaking someone.
on the combined waiting
Shaking
list.
someone.
For me,
Duct taping someone. He's a good guy, right? He's got a camera. He's smiling. He literally just gagged someone with duct tape. Yeah, this is real. I don't know how much of this we're gonna watch. I'm afraid of the VOD getting taken down. Okay, I don't want the VOD to get taken down. We'll go ahead and we'll stop there. Hi. But okay, from those couple of seconds of clips, you could see exactly what this whole experience was about, right? Yeah, I'd share a drink with it. I think I know this guy's tags. So you can see exactly how extreme and distressing it was for the people that participated, right? Yeah. You can buy real animals, but I didn't know that until I was like looking into like extreme haunts and stuff, like some makeup. But yeah, some people or some like extreme haunts, they use like real animal blood as like, you know. Yeah. He's just being a good dude. I don't think he's a good dude. It's a face I can trust. This is like House of a Thousand Corpses. Kind of, yes. Kind of, yeah. I don't think he's a good guy to be around, if I'm being honest. He's kind of scummy Why would you spend money for this? It's not okay. So I think like he never charged money for this experience, right? Like he only required that you bring his dog's food. That was it. That was the entry fee. Was a bag of dog food. It wasn't like money to get in. It was just like dog food. I also have this list of a couple other ones. You can look into them on your own time, but the point of putting them here is that what was the point of putting them here? Oh, to show that there are more haunted house or scare houses like this out there in the world. You have the Blackout Haunted House. It's very famous. I don't know where it is. Some people say it's in LA. Some people say it's in New York. I don't know where it is, but there's a lot of bad stuff about it out there on the internet because pretty much everybody that goes there gets SA, which is really, really, really bad. So it's extreme in a different sense, but they don't know that going in. I think it's shut down, which is good, but a Heretic House in LA is also really fucked up. I know about that one because people always get stripped there, like they become naked. The victim experience. Oh, I talked about this one earlier. The victim experience in Las Vegas. Tasing visitors, dunking them in water. That would be allowed to hit them. But the whole, like the reason why I think people regard the victim experience higher than McKamey Manor is because the staff and the actors, like, honestly encourage you to finish the tour and are very kind and know when to stop and respect those boundaries despite, like, the stuff that happens in there. If it's the one I'm thinking of, then it's shut down. I think a majority of these ones are shut down. Is it just a morbid fascination that got you interested in these? I was really okay. So I really like I was saying earlier in the stream, I really like scare houses and stuff, like haunted mazes and Halloween stuff like that. I didn't know that there was anything out there that was extreme. So McKamey Manor was the first time when I saw like the call out post on Tumblr that I'd heard of something like this even being allowed. And I researched more into it because I was interested. But it's not like I have a fascination with these, and it's not like I'm interested for myself. But as somebody that really likes like mazes and scare houses and stuff, I think it's important to educate yourself on the different like types of ones that are out there. Especially because it's not like I go to these, so I just sit at home and research them. I really have nothing better to do with my time, I guess. Yeah, one thing a lot of these good places will teach you is it's okay to break character if someone is too terrified. Yeah, I think that's an important thing. It's like, obviously, like, for the more extreme ones, they're consenting to a certain number of things. But if someone is, like, honestly saying, like, I cannot continue, it needs to stop, then you need to respect the fact that they're saying, like, it needs to stop, right? Because if you don't, it's just a bunch of legal trouble. McKamey Manor. Yeah. Scare House in Pittsburgh, I think, is the one. I don't think Scare House runs anymore. Or maybe it does. It's a very, very, very famous one. I think they have like different levels. Like, I've seen a bunch of like Scare House Pittsburgh stuff on the news before that doesn't show like the more extreme stuff that takes place in it. But they have like a regular maze, and then I think it gets a little bit more intense. People really, really, really like it though. When will Leah streams have a safe word? I will ignore it. I've never heard of scare houses that basically require safe words before. I mean, they didn't. McKamey Manor didn't start off with having a safe word, but they had to put it in because... So, McKamey Manor did not have like safe words or anything. One of these one here on the list. I think it's Scare House has like a safe word that's like in the waiver that they say like if you can't continue, just say like this word and everything will stop and like we will get you out of there. So I think like that's a good thing because for some people, even though like they could look mind broken or like they can't continue, some people are actually okay with being in that state. So it's important to understand when like someone is just yeah. It's kind of it's kind of like the same type of like rules as like extreme BDSM type of stuff where even though you say no, it doesn't necessarily mean stop. So that's why they have safe words. I think it's the same for these scare houses. Also, it's just a way for them to make like everybody to be on the same page, you know. I don't want that to get too NSFW. I don't really want to bring it up, but it is the same line of thinking. So no, stop it! No, it's a fact, okay? This is Lessons with Leah. Everything I say here is purely educational for educational purposes only. We're not talking about BDSM. It's like standing in front of your house with the bat is a trap. Wait, it's like how standing in front of your house with the bat is a trap. It's to prevent you from what? I don't understand what that means. I have dyslexia. That's really hard to read. It's for science. It's a good comparison. It is a good comparison. It's like because people that go through this, like I was just saying, you know, a lot of the actors have limits as well, which they don't want to push at the. Yes. So like, for the actors too, if the actors aren't comfortable with doing something, but like maybe the person is, it's so that way both parties can be on the same page and know when to stop and when you know they're still okay with going without having to break the immersion or break the character, you know. Safe word is just easier, but you have to respect that, right? If you have like it in your contract, right? Because okay, with McKamey Manor, right? Like, you know, these people would be like completely mind broken and like begging Russ to stop and everything, but he wouldn't listen to them and he would keep going. And I guess in that, you know, situation, it's like, well, you know, how do we know? Like, I can imagine it being his argument, not necessarily for like the people, but like, how was I supposed to know they wanted to stop? When it's like they were literally telling you. So a safe word was implemented so that way everybody could be on the same page and make sure that they stopped when, you know, everybody was uncomfortable. But the problem with that, and I think like the biggest downfall of McKamey Manor was the fact that the safe words that were later implemented were being ignored. So it's important. The point of that is it's important to have safe words. Yes, safe words make the world a happier place. Yes, safe words do not have to exclusively be used in sexual context. They can be used for literally anything. Anything that you think would be hard to tell with like someone's true intentions and stuff. Yeah, safe words or like code words, I guess. Like yeah. I know some people like VTubing and stuff. You know, have like safe words or code words for certain things if they like can't continue talking about a topic or like, you know, maybe you need to end the stream, but they don't want to like break the immersion or like break what's going on. So instead you just have a safe word or like a code word and stuff. So it's okay to have it for many other things in your life. Yeah. What is chat safe word? The X button on the browser. The X button on the browser. Yeah. Safe word for this stream. There was a content warning in advance. You have the X button on your browser. Leah doesn't have safe words. Leah doesn't have safe words. Mango? Why mango? Why mango? What does mango mean? That waiver doesn't hold up legally, Leah. I've said that like a million times in this stream! Van Cool, I said the waiver does not hold up legally. Lawyers never looked it over, and that's why lawyers on YouTube do like these in-depth analysis of the 40-page waiver. You can find it on Reddit, and these lawyers will sit down and talk about what's, you know, actually being protected and what's not, and why Russ is wrong, and what people could probably be getting themselves into. You have to do your research the same way that I did my research. Don't pull up in my stream and tell me that I don't know something when I spent out fucking day and night researching this topic. Fuck you. I need a safe word for school so everyone knows when I'm too bored to just walk out, homie. Just walk out of class. Task manager. What is task manager? No! It's a Pippa thing. I don't know. I don't know about mango. Sorry. I don't know about mango. Meeting cyberbullying by Leah isn't even real. Just like leave the stream. Just like close your eyes, bro. What? You gonna start crying over someone calling you a loser on the internet? Just close your eyes and walk away. Close the monitor. Cyberbullying isn't even real, man. Just close your eyes. What are they gonna do? Yeah, I'm the best scientist. I know everything. I know everything. So, I'll take chatting. Hi. I have my BGM turned off. I feel bad. I feel really bad. Okay. That is the most extreme, most horrific haunt in the United States of America. That was my educational stream on it for you guys today. Since we are approaching the Halloween season, I want to do lessons with Leah on a bunch of different spooky Halloween type topics for the next couple of weeks, all the way through the rest of the spooky season. I have a lot of stuff that I've been sitting on in terms of like this topic and stuff. Well, not just like this topic specifically, but topics related to it for a while. So I'm really excited to start, you know, showing you guys more and everything. I don't know, because I'm always I guess like this is something that you guys used to tease me for. I guess like being Stacy, haha, they likes Halloween. She's a white girl, likes Halloween. I'm mystery meat, but I still like Halloween. So I kind of want to do some more like what's Leah's view on consensual cannibalism? That guy should have never been arrested. The guy in Germany should have never been arrested. It was consensual. It was purely consensual, and both parties consented to everything that happened in that instance, and that guy in Germany should not have been arrested and thrown into jail. I demand justice for him. But I don't know if I want to do like paranormal type stuff, or like maybe more stuff kind of like this. The haunt topic is kind of like a I think I covered a lot of it, so it's interesting. I don't know whether I should can we get a stream on that? You guys want to stream about the German dude? Okay. So I was kind of like wait, I'll get a notepad, because I was kind of on the fence about doing some of these topics, because I was worried that some of them would come across as like too like I guess like too Stacy type or something. So I was holding myself back from a couple of them. But if you guys are like really interested in them, then I'll go ahead and I'll plan a bunch of them. Yeah. Another history lesson with Leah. Yeah, another history lesson. We'll do the German guy. I love that story. I could talk about that one all fucking day. I got so into it. Do you believe in ghosts? I do. Yeah. Fucking go all out. Yeah, if I have your guys' permission, then I will make sure that the next like month and a half of lessons with Leah are as spooky and as fun as possible. If there's like any like popular type of like things out there that you might not know about. Like I know some topics might be a little bit overdone, right? Like Annabelle and stuff like that. But they're always fun to listen to people talk about. So Japanese barrel girl. Oh, that story is so yucky. You guys will have to tell me right now. Do you want more? Wait. Okay. Do you guys want more true crime type stuff? Or do you guys want more paranormal type stuff? Or do you want like a mix of both? The story's been overdone. Yeah, it's kind of overdone. There was a big Twitter thread about it that like I read and I was kind of like just done with it. True crime, everything. Horrors of candy. I like horrors or candy corn. I like candy corn. You shut up. That has a dojin? Oh, that's fucked up. Hey, Valley Girl, shut up, Rainy! Shut up! Hello, Rainy, thank you. Paranormal, true crime is boring. More paranormal type stuff. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll plan like just a few true crime things, but I'll focus mainly paranormal stuff. I know like I might have mentioned this a long time ago, but Rin Mama is really into like paranormal and like the occult and stuff. So there's a lot of stuff that she knows that I don't know. So I can have maybe like we'll be able to like do like a collaboration stream or something towards like the end of the spooky season where she teaches you guys about like her favorite paranormal type stuff. Yeah? But paranormal, more paranormal than true crime. I got that. Paranormal. Hi. Okay. She could co-host. Yeah. Zach Baggins' Museum of Horror. Have I? Museum. Zach Baggins. Is this one in Vegas? Oh, it is the one in Vegas. I've never been. I was invited to go last year, but I wasn't able to because I had VTubing. Like I didn't wanna leave and not stream, so I couldn't go. But I really wanted to go. I went to last time I was in the area, I went to the Museum of Death. I think it is. I told a story about that before. How like there was a bunch of girls in there that were wearing like I Heart Dahmer bracelets and stuff like that, and we're like taking selfies with like letters of like some serial killers, and it was really uncomfortable. But yeah, the Museum of Death. Yeah, it was a really interesting experience because like I think like even though did you get scared? I didn't actually. I was really worried that I was going to get like mentally messed up after being there because they have uncensored photos of crime scenes in there, which it kind of depends on the day whether or not I'm able to handle content like this. Some days I'm okay with being able to talk about things that are a little bit more on like the Guro side of things and you know, blood and guts, but other days it's a little bit more difficult for me to talk about, and I get really sensitive and scared about topics like this. So it's a little bit of a gamble sometimes, but after like going into the museum and seeing stuff like this, like it actually wasn't as like terrifying as I thought it was gonna be, and like it was very educational. Like definitely not somewhere I would go back to ever, but I think as like a one-time experience, it's super interesting. They have like real guillotines and stuff in there, and like stuff from like the Heaven's Gate cult. They have like a decapitated head of some like French serial killer whose name I can't remember. They have like this whole room on like how they, you know, prepare bodies for burial, and like different types of caskets throughout the years, and like different cultures and stuff, and talk about like different cultures, like burial like ceremonies and rituals and stuff, and like they have a bunch of like taxidermy animals and talk about the process of like taxidermy in there. And then of course they have crime scene photos talking about like infamous crime scenes, like Marilyn Manson. Is that his name, or is that the singer? I'm Charles Manson? Wait. Marilyn Manson's a singer, right? I forget his name. The Manson guy. The Manson guy that killed people, not the singer. The Black Dahlia. Then they have like the Charles Manson. Sorry, my bad. I knew one of them was wrong. They have like letters from like Dahmer and stuff. That's in like the front room. I think that's like technically like the main. Oh, Gansey, William Gansey, I think his name is. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been there. Yeah, cold stuff, and then they had like this crime scene of like this guy that got decapitated that I'd heard about, but like I never like actually looked into. And they have like the actual photos that like the killers took, and that was kind of scary. And then they have the one that I was really scared of. This is a little bit of like a TW for what I'm about to say, but they had a car crash scene photos in there, like photos of very brutal car crashes and very awful self-removals in there as well. That kind of really got to me. But right after, they have a room with a taxidermy pig, and that made me really happy because the pig is cute. So it was okay. But yeah, I think that was the only part of it that like got me really fucked up. And even that, like I was able to like just kind of walk it off. But yeah, if you guys are ever curious about going somewhere like that and like learning more for like it's very morbid, but I feel like it's a really interesting experience. So if you guys are able to handle stuff like that, I highly recommend going. It's a museum of death. Yeah. It's oh, thank you, Ark. Have a good day. Sorry, the stream got kind of, well, I mean, it was morbid from the beginning, so whatever. It was morbid from the beginning, but yeah, I highly recommend it if you guys are able to handle it and want like a educational experience on stuff like this, and maybe just to, like learn more. Then like you should definitely go. Yeah, it sounds like an interesting place. There's a couple of like to be able to walk off a major. I had to go to a museum for that when I was in elementary school, and I had to listen to like a person, like an actual survivor talk. That fucked me up really bad. I was a kid when I went. That fucked me up forever. Like I still have like horrible like what the fuck. So very good to experience though, I think. It really humbles you, I think. Yeah, did you know Egyptians made mummies? They preserved almost every organ except the brain because they thought it was useless. Really? Really? Not the brain? Well, I mean, you can't eat the brain. Yeah. Forcing kids, I mean, it's important to like stay educated on stuff like that, right? You know, like you have to stay educated on stuff like that. You can't just like not. Like I don't know. There was some like weird stuff that I researched in like elementary school, like the gold rush. That was like a big one. The gold rush. We had to do a lot on the gold rush, but then like for whatever reason, like elementary level kids in academy, we were like having to research like morbid stuff about the gold rush. I genuinely do not understand why they had us do that. That was like the weirdest, I think, like part of school I've ever experienced, was like having to do like reports on like morbid stuff from the gold rush. I also remember I had to do this like entire project on like Egypt and like the mummification process, and like I had to make like paper mache and like explain the process of like mummifying people. It was really weird. Yeah, like the Donner Party. Oh, fuck the Donner Party. Yeah. Fuck the Donner Party, man. Why did you have to learn about that when you were so young? I don't get it. They yoink the brain out through the nose with the hook. Apparently the detail is really important to teach in elementary school. I do not understand why they have to teach that to baby kids. Don't worry about topics being not interesting or being overdone. We're here for the topics. we're talking. Wait, we're not here for the topics. We're here for Leah talking about something she's interested in. I know, like, I talked about this with Sakuna a while ago, and I know these lessons with Leah, sometimes the topics can get really morbid, but I think, like, as long as it's done in a way that is purely educational and really, like, you take care of the topic and stuff, then it's a good way to teach people about things that they might not know. And I know, like, topics like this, like morbid and stuff, aren't really for everyone, but they're topics I'm really passionate about talking about for some reason. I don't know. So I'm extremely happy that you guys still, like, come and listen to me talk about these stuff, and, like, you know, it's okay. But like I was saying, like, earlier in the stream, like, obviously there's a line that can't be crossed, and I will do whatever I can to make sure that that line does not get stomped on, because even though it's important to, like, you know, teach people about the stuff and, like, might have fun with it, I don't want to make everyone, like, super uncomfy. And I know, like, as opposed to, like, the other content and stuff I make, maybe, like, this one can seem kind of, like, out of left field, even though it's actually not. It's very normal for me. But yeah, kids love morbid stuff as long as it's minimally sanitized. I think, like, you know, there's a way to talk about it and there's a way to not. And I want to make sure that whenever I do lessons with Leah, they're done in a respectable way that's still fun. I don't want to take away, like, the entertainment value of it, but at the same time, I don't want to, like make it like a bad experience, or, you know, like, say something wrong. You do so much work learning new stuff, and it's fun to learn from you. Thank you. I know some topics are better explained than others, but I stopped lessons with Leo for a while, so I could really focus on, like, refining the content that I do for this. And you know, I think that taking a break from it and coming back and being able to give it my all has been a lot of fun. And I really do value, like, when you guys give input. Rainy, shut up! You only ever come in here to shit on me for sounding like a valley girl! Oh my god! I'm not even from the valley, you idiot! What the fuck? Whatever! Thank you, Super Chat, but shut up. Maybe she does have a brain. Maybe. Shut up, Tuxedo! Shut up! Hi! What a hiccup. Really quick, I want to say thank you to Sir Antiphidus. I didn't get to read your dono from earlier, but you said guarantee that the... Oh, okay, I'm not reading that out loud. But thank you, Sir Antiphidus, for the dono. Hi. Like, oh my god, chat. No way. Like, oh my god. I can't believe that you guys are, like, not okay with me talking about stuff like this. What is wrong with you? Oh my god. Anyways, I'm totally, like, not even from the valley, you know? Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream here. A little bit of a shorter one, but lessons with Leah are always really packed, short and sweet. That's the way that we like to keep them. Don't drag out this stuff too long. I realized last night during my power outage, I have not finished Cult of the Lamb yet. So I'm going to either tonight or tomorrow morning on Twitch finish up Cult of the Lamb. So please look out for that going live notification. And then tomorrow I'm going to be collaborating with Yuri at 2 p.m. a little bit earlier than my normal time slot. We're going to be playing SCP or reading SCP. We're doing something with SCPs. Yeah. Hi. Thank you everyone so much for coming. I had a lot of fun and I hope you guys too. And I will see you tomorrow or tonight. Oh, it's